Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Jeter, and I'm back with another review. This time I have TW-C06 Concrete, also known as Mixmaster. This is Toyworlds homage to the Constructicons and Mixmaster. So here's the front of the box. You see it, nice little artwork right here. Up front of Mixmaster. On the side, you got his leg mode for Devastator. On the back, you got your warnings stuff right here. On the top, you got top Cybertron. On the side is just Toyworld logo right there, and that is it for the packaging. Off it goes to the Phantom Zone, and here we have Concrete right here in his vehicle mode, which comes packaged in, and a very, very nice looking vehicle. Cement mixer. I'm not a real cement mixer expert, but it looks like it does the job. So yeah, like Scrapper before him, he has the same color, green, purple, classic Constructicon motif. He has rubber tires, and they do roll for the most part. This one right here does not seem to roll, which causes a little bit of problem trying to get him to roll on the ground and stuff and everything, but all the other tires seem to move just fine. Just these front two seem to get the most kind of issues with them. Look at the bottom, you can see his chest and stuff, and you see his legs right there, and you see his arms all folded right there. But they looks pretty good. Got the purple translucent plastic right here, and a cover on front of the green plastic, which I'm guessing that's what's behind here. But yeah, nice detail on the back. Mixing drum. I know some folks wish this was purple to be more animation accurate. Doesn't really bother me or matter to me at all. And a little feature that does have, you've probably seen this before in some preview videos that Toyworld put out, but it is motorized. So you just wind up like little wind up toys and let it go. And I do admit it's kind of annoying because when you're trying to handle the figure, you can't help but to like push up on it and have it start turning and stuff like that. And so, I mean, it's cool that they added that and everything. It's a cool little feature. Kind of annoying with the sound that it makes and whatnot, but cool nonetheless. You can see nice paint, silver paint right there for these pipes. Nice red paint right here. Got to put a paint splotch right there. Yep, a little splotch of paint right there. I get the rest of that later on. But other than that, man, look really, really good. Let's go and size comparison them up real quick. Oh, before I do size comparison, let's go into the accessories. Where my mind at? He comes with these two little missiles right here for his little his hood, his forehead thing. And you can put them on in vehicle mode if you want to for storage. They are spring loaded, so you can't just put them in like so. It won't work. You got to push the little button in right here to release the little catch that's inside. And you got to place them both in and hold them down. Let go of the switch and it holds them in. And they do fire very well. And one just fell behind the table. I'll get it later. But you have the idea. Put it in right there. Be good right now. I'm back. I got it. So I'll put this back in. So you can store them right there if you want. It's up to you. Also comes with his little handgun. And it can store right here. Right up there if you want to. Or you can leave it off to the side. It's up to you. And also it comes with one more thing. He comes with the combined mode gun for Devastator. So yeah, pretty big gun. Looks nice, nicely detailed. Nice paint all around, nice sculpt. All around, got some of that purple plastic right there. Wish they would. I have a feeling that all this translucent plastic supposed to have been red. So it was red at one point in time. People complained, and they swapped it out, which caused a delay on the figure's release. But it probably would have been nice to have some red in there to break up all this purple. But yeah, you flip this handle down. He can restore it right here for his the vehicle mode, just like the G1 toy. Store it right there. His big old gunners, this mixing truck, crazy, looking insane. Or flip the handle down right there and got his combined handle for the Devastator to hold. I don't have the first two guys. I ordered mine from the Chosen Prime, which are great retailers. So I got these from, this one from. So they didn't get the first run, so theirs is coming in the second run for the first two guys for their Bone Crusher and Scavenger, which is fine with me. And one more thing I want to point out, it does have a little shape right here, purple shape for a faction symbol. I already put one on here, so you can see how that looks. It comes with a sticker, instruction sheet also. Instructions just like on Scrapper, not really clear on a lot of things, so a lot of guesswork. And since they didn't include it in the first two, since he's supposed to be the last guy, they include in the last guy their collector's cards. And the cool thing about the collector's card, let me grab his, is that they change from the doohickeys from back in the 80s. You tilt it, it changed into a different picture. You can see that now. So that's cool. They got those little specs in the back. But yeah, you get all 6 of them with him. Alright, let's get into side comparison now. So here he is with Scrapper. You see how they look with each other? Nice big and beefy construction vehicles. Classics, Sunstreaker. A Bad Q, Sun Surge. And let's throw in Prowl right there. So you can see how that'll look together. And you see he's pretty much big and beefy for his mode. And here he is with his G2 self / G1, because it's the same mode. See how they look together. So yeah, it looks very nice indeed. And let's go ahead and get into the transformation. We're gonna go to combined leg mode, then to the robot, since it's much easier to go from there to that. All right, so first thing we're going to do is go ahead and take these panels right here, this front panel, flip it down, untab it. Then you're going to pull it out, and that's going to let you get some leverage so you can flip this panel right here and open the bottom. Do the same thing on the other side. See what I'm talking about? Keep touching that mixing drum, keeps making it spin. Flip it down. Down, flip it open like so, and go ahead and undo these side skirts right here. Next we're going to do extend these out, extend the leg. It's probably be easier if I split the legs. All right, we got it. We good. We got it. Then you're going to flip the leg up like so, and you got these 2 pegs right here, right there, and you got these 2 holes on the back of the cab, and you just want to peg them in. Make sure your legs are straight. Peg them in like so. Bam. And you're going ahead and close up your, well, before you do that, hide your wheels. So you're going to grab the wheel, pull it down, then you're going to rotate it around like so. Then you're going to slide it back up. It's got these 2 little tabs right here and 2 little slits that you're going to tap them into. Bam. Same the other side. flip down, flip up. Now you close your panel back up. Close this back in. Push it up, tab it back in, like so. Up. Rotate that. Tab back in. And you want to tab this back in also. Give you more stability for that leg. And there you have him in his leg mode. And that's pretty much it. Pretty simple. You got these two pegs right here. See that or not? Camera up. You got these two pegs right here. I believe these are going to be for locking the thighs or the knee ratchet into the lower portion of the leg. Just similar to how Toyworld did with their throttle bot combiner. That's how I picture the leg mode how it's gonna work. So yeah, not much to it. Looks pretty good. And to get a comparison on how big this leg is, let's bring in Hegemon. See how tall it is compared to him. Classics Prime. And next to Wobertron Bruticus. See how that leg matches up with that, and it down there goes up to his crotch. So, and just because, there you go. All right, let's go ahead and get into this robot mode. Pretty much we're gonna go back into vehicle mode, which is pretty much the same thing. So untab that, open up the panel, flip the wheels back around, and we'll leave this open. Leave that open, same thing other side. Down. Flip this down, around, bring it back up. I have no idea what these panels right here are supposed to do. You'd think there'll be some heel spurs or something, but they don't go down far enough to be heel spurs. So I have no clue what this is supposed to do. I don't know if some kind of add-on pieces coming on later on or something to come with long haul, but there's no explanation of what these panels right here do. Mysteries. So untab the leg. You're gonna bring this down. All right, now we got all the legs almost done anyway. So undo this side skirts again. And you're going to open up these panels right here up top, which is the same time it's going to cause this windshield right here to go inwards because it's on the same hinge. And you're going to bring out the foot. Bring this out. Same thing other side. Open up. And bring out the foot. And when you bring this back into robot mode or back to vehicle mode, make sure you put the foot in. Make sure the foot lines up with the rest, the outside of the leg, or else you have problems closing this panel up. So make sure that lines up. So feet out. Go ahead and push these windows all the way up if you haven't already. Go ahead and close this panel, these front panels, and push these front windshields all the way in. Go ahead and split the legs if you haven't done so already. Then rotate the legs through. You probably need to bring this leg out so you get some clearance. Bam, like that. Then you're going to bring, there's two hinges right here. There's a hinge right here and a hinge right there. You're just going to bend it at this hinge right here. Bring it all the way down like that. Bring it inside the leg. Should pay close. Take the bottom of the foot. It's going to rotate back like that. And there you have a leg. Same thing other side. Bring it around, some clearance. Some clearance, not some clearance. There you go. There you go. So Bring that down. Close that. His foot out like that. Bring these panels down. Next, what you're gonna do, you're gonna might as well pop this out, these missiles out, because you don't want to accidentally hit this little switch. What you're gonna do is untab this right here. Just pull it up like that, like so. It's gonna untab right here, like that. Then you're gonna take these side wheels, untap them right there, flip them up, get them out the way for right now. Or you're gonna have to rotate them down like this, because we don't have to do that anyway. So you might as well do it now. Then you're gonna grab these right here, this pack portion right here is gonna untab from right here. Now it's gonna be kind of hard to do because you're fighting the peg and you also got ratchets right here. So it's kind of, there we go. Hard to do because the arms are ratcheted. All right, got that. Now, what we're gonna do is you gotta untab this portion right here. So what you're gonna do, take this mixing drum and it's on a hinge. You can see that. You're gonna bring it up like that. It's gonna give you enough room to unpeg this. Yes, it should. So bring this up and pull it. It should let you unpeg it. Bring the camera up so I can see what I'm doing. Now it should unpeg. There we go. See, that's two pegs right there. All right, now we can bring our arms down. So you're gonna unpeg them. You're gonna bring them down to the sides like so. Next, you're gonna bring these wheels up. Well, hold on. Before we do that, do this so y'all can easily see what I'm doing right here. You have this backpack right here. So you're gonna hinge this thing down. This bottom portion is gonna hinge down. You got these two pegs right here. You can see that or not. It's pegs. I'm going to see two holes back there. So you're gonna bring it down. It's gonna peg in like so. Then you're gonna bring this in so this can peg in like that. And you're gonna bring this forward. It's gonna create the hood for Mixmaster, his iconic hood. So now we can bring these up, these wheels right here, and bring this up. This tab is gonna peg into this hole right there. Bam. Rotate it around the other side. Bring it. Same thing. Make sure it's lined up right. Bam. Hands and back right here. Go ahead and flip them out. Other side. Flip them out. Bring your arms down. I don't know which side you can use the arms for. The arms gonna go either way. You can rotate it around. You still get the same articulation. This side is probably the best way to have them because this peg right here gets in the way of. I can bring this in. Oh, camera down. Because this peg right here gets in the way of this hip that you can see right here on this side. So you can't get your arms down flat. If you flip it around, you probably get a little bit more. You get a little bit more clearance. So this peg won't be in the way. You can't get your arms straight down. It's going straight down on his side. It's sticking out a little bit because it's hitting against the side skirts, but it's better than the other way, the other option. So you rotate his hands around, which are very stiff, facing the correct way. There we go. So rotate the forearm around. You still got this little peg right here hitting, but that's okay. Bring that around. And you open up his chest, and you pull his head up. It's only a sliding mechanism, which is not the preferred way I would like to do the head. I wish they had some kind of hinge to flip it up. It would have been better. If you get underneath it, you push it up all the way until it clicks. Close the chest back closed, and you got some nice detail in here also. Take it closed, rotate it around. Put this hood down. Get some focus going. Yeah. And you put your missiles back in to his head. All right, see? That's what I was talking about. There we go. And there you have Mixmaster, or Concrete, transformed into this robot mode. Cool. What you think? Yeah? I think so too. He looks pretty good, man. His transformation is more involved than Scrapper's is. There's a lot going on with this guy, which is this is good. It's not overly complicated. I can't talk. It's not overly complicated at all. It's quite intuitive. Now you have Scrapper all transformed. His transformation is not as complicated, or it's not as simple. His transformation is not as simple as Scrapper's is. His is a little bit more involved, but it's not hard at all. It's pretty easy to maneuver your way through it and figure your way through it. Even if you have the instructions locked away for a while and you haven't transformed him in a while, you should be able to pick him up and transform him easily by figuring it out, you know. So let's take a look at him and everything. You can see his, take a look at his face, which I'm not really a fan of. Get some light in there. I don't like that little smirking face. I never, yes, I am a G1er, yes. I never seen Mixmaster have no silly grin on his face like this. Same thing with Swindle. They like to have these two characters with some kind of weird smirk on their face. I don't really care for. But the head sculpt looks kind of wonky. It doesn't look like Mixmaster off from the G1 cartoon at all. But it is a good looking face sculpt nonetheless. Yeah, you got some nice paint right here, silver. You got the red right there. Looks pretty clean. Yellow. You can see a little bit of purple bleeding through there, but yeah, no big deal. Gray legs. Yeah, looks pretty good. Pretty good. The warning signs right here. And you can't tell he has a plastic window. Come on, focus for me. Plastic window chest, which I don't know if you can see it or not. I put the kind of logo on the inside there, which is one of the nitpick things is bad wrong about this thing. You got this plastic on here, but you can't see the detail that's underneath there. If you had it, if you couldn't tell, there's detail underneath here that should be displayed with pride, I would say. I mean, it's cool that they get the plastic windshield on here, but it's a little bit too dark. So to get this thing on off, all it does is tab in. So you just get some kind of screwdriver and just poke it out, and it just comes right off. Now you got all this detail on the inside, nice silver paint, some molded detail right there, and you can see his Constructicon symbol right there, which you couldn't really see it with this plastic piece. I mean, it's a good idea to have some plastic on here, but I wish the coloring was a little bit lighter. This is too dark of a purple, you know. You can't really see what's in behind here unless you shine some light on here real good. So I'll probably just leave it off and leave it off for the rest of this review. So yeah, it looks really good, man. As far as articulation goes, which he kind of suffers at, his head does look up. It goes left and right, no side to side because it's on the nice masterpiece type neck hinge. His eyes are light piped, and you probably, I don't know if you can see it or not, but yeah. Light piping eyes, which is cool. Probably prefer paint because you can't get no light in behind his head really. Arms do go out the shoulders right there. They do go around, but you got this wheel thing all in the way, which is kind of a bummer. I don't like that too much. I wish they could have fixed the wheel to the back of the drum section right here. That would have been better. But these things are kind of getting in the way. At least with this tab right here. So goes around 360, goes out the shoulder. You can go up a little bit just because the transformation right there. Rotates at the bicep, and you notice one thing I've been noticing a lot. They got some lubrication in between these joints and stuff right there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's some kind of lubrication right there. Elbows on ratchet, 90 degrees. Can also, like I said, go backwards 90 degrees also. Probably do the transformation. Wrist do rotate pretty tight though. Fingers are articulated semi. They only got one point at the front knuckle right there, and they pretty much like sculpted curved. He has a tab on the inside of his hand so he can hold his weapon, and you just peg it in. Rotate this around. Get the peg in. It might not let me. Probably gotta rotate the forearm around the other direction. Yeah. It's not gonna let me this way. I have to rotate this forearm around. Rotate his hand. And that gives me clearance for him to hold his gun, which is kind of a bummer because now you got it hitting this peg right there. See, it's kind of like the clearance issues that Warbotron had with their Computron figure, which is disappointing. Which I could have held it the other way. But yeah, moving on. Rotates at the waist. Well, at the bottom crotch, actually, because you got all this junk back here, which is a pretty decent waist rotation. That's acceptable. Side skirts do move up. Front skirts, side skirts. Move forward on the edge of the leg on a friction joint. It seems to hold pretty good. Goes out on a ratchet joint. About that much. Which I don't know, that's kind of weird. They have a ratchet joint on Scrapper, but they have one on him. Rotates at the upper thigh up here. Bends at the knee, which is cool. Bends better. There's no, and it's another thing confusing because on Scrapper, his knee joint was ratcheted and it had a hard time getting the bend because the inside bend also. And the same thing with this guy, his inside leg inside his boot does bend also. You can see like so, but he had this knee joint right here, which is it moves smoother than the joint in here. Which on Scrapper, this was a ratchet and they had a hard time getting him his knee bend. If that makes any sense, I don't know. And yeah, his feet is on a ball joint. His foot is on a ball joint. Side to side, you get a little bit of forward, up and down with that also. So yeah, he's a decent figure. He's not as good as Scrapper. His transformation is more involved than Scrapper, but as far as articulation and stuff, it's kind of hindered because of certain design aspects. But he is a big beefy bot and he does look good. And let's do a side comparison for him real quick. Here he is with MP10. Here he is with Hegemon, or not Hegemon, Apollyon Megatron. Here, Blue Streak. Here he is with Classics Optimus Prime, with Masterpiece Ironhide. There he is with his G1 self, or G2 self. And here he is with his teammate Scrapper. He does look good with they do look good with each other, I must say. And I don't know, people have been saying that Scrapper looks a little bit taller than Mixmaster. I think they're about the same height. I mean, it's close. Probably a little smidge. A little smidge taller than him at the head. But not by much. Not a whole head taller or nothing like that. He's just a smidge taller than him. So yeah, that's about it. I do like him. He's a nice looking figure. He does have a few little issues and stuff like that. Like I said, with the engineering, some design choices and stuff like that. But it's good that we have an option to be able to take this off of him and stuff like that for those who don't care for that too much. Man, it does look nice and a good concept and everything like that, but too dark for purple. Made that a little bit lighter would have been great. And other than that, it seems fine. This hood does not tab in, which is a little bit of a nuisance and everything like that. It's a nitpick and stuff like that, but it looks good. There's no die casting these figures at all. I forgot to mention also that Scrapper also has this upper thigh rotation, so in case anybody was wondering about that. But yeah, I do recommend getting him. Alright y'all, it's been me, Jeter. Thank y'all for watching. Stay tuned for more reviews. Remember to subscribe and like. See y'all next time. Peace.